Spot 32, Big Lake Campground, Central Oregon. Park, picnic table, fire pit, little area above you, but doesn't really seem to have a negative impact. But look at this, right from your site, money shot, beautiful Mount Washington, beautiful view of our friend Big Lake. Looks like there's a little foot trail here, a little footpath. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully down to Shoreline. And looks like it does go down there a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way, but don't know if this one has shoreline access. Doesn't look like it does, but it does have a pretty good money shot of Mount Washington standing just a few feet away from your fire pit. So that's the W for this one. If you're looking for a shoreline situation, like a kayak or a raft, this probably isn't the one for you. But if you just kind of want to have a money shot of Mount Washington with some gorgeous lake views, relatively decent canopy for the sun, then it's a pretty good spot. Spot 10, and here's your campsite. I will say 11 is right next to you right here. That's probably the one privacy ding, but look at that shot of Mount Washington directly above the picnic table. Got your fire pit. I will say I think the lake levels of Big Lake are a little low this year, 2023. It's October 20th, 2023. As you can see, this area looks like it should be filled in as lake. If this was at full splendor, we'll say, if this was at full capacity, then you'd be right up against the lake. Right now you got a little bit of a dry area. So assuming this fills back up to full capability, then you would essentially be right on the shoreline with the money shot of Mount Washington. So gotta say, spot 10, legit spot. Let's hope this section of the lake fills back up. Spot 30, Big Lake Campground, Central Oregon. So you park here, you got stairs, you come down here, your picnic table and your fire pit. Has a secluded feel. You get a sense of the mountain, Mount Washington straight ahead. Relatively good privacy lines. Looks like they kind of maybe want you to put your picnic table, or your tent right here. So, or you could put your tent right there, actually. I gotta say, this one's kind of a hidden gem. You got great privacy lines. Next one over is a bit over there. You really can't see them. You can put your tent right here, or even your tent over there, and you get a money shot of Mount Washington. So this one's nothing to sneeze at. Come over here and take a closer gander. Right here, you could put your tent. And then look at the view coming up here. Beautiful Big Lake. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I gotta say, this is a good spot. And we keep coming down here. And here's our shoreline access. This is pretty nice, I gotta say. So you could access this from spot 31 or spot 30, really. It kind of feels like the private walkway for spot 31. And lo and behold, you got your own private beach. Are you at the Oregon Beach or are you at Big Lake? I can't even tell. Oh, this is so beautiful. The mighty towering Mount Washington straight ahead. And you got beautiful Big Lake in all her splendor, all her majesty. I gotta say, pretty good site. Spot 11 here at Big Lake Campground, Central Oregon. Got your parking, your picnic table, your fire pit straight ahead. Little mix of trees. But most importantly, look at the views of Mount Washington. This is crazy. You're also on the shoreline of beautiful Big Lake. Let's go down and see your shoreline access. Oh, this is great. Yeah, you got great shoreline access. Relatively smooth and very easy to carry a kayak or a raft or just go swimming. Look at that. You got your own private access. Spot 12 is over there, so that's probably your one downside, is 12 and 11 relatively close to each other. Not as bad as 13, 14. These at least you could partition off with proper tent placement. So I gotta say, spot 11, pretty epic. I'm walking around the campground. If you want a group, I'd say 13, 14 is the best. I'd get them together. If you solo, I'd say spot 12 and spot 11 are the two best. I will say 10 is right behind you here. So that's suboptimal, but Look at that. That's pretty impressive. Not a lot of campsites can you just look up and get a money shot of a mountain right where you're having your lunch. This is pretty awesome, I gotta say. We're here at Spot 12 Big Lake Campground, Oregon. And let's take a look. Look at this. This is crazy. I'm distracted right now by the sun and this gray ominous clouds, and look at that money shot of Mount Washington. So you can see the 12 on the side of the picnic table. Here's your fire pit. And look at your direct shoreline access. I mean, this is ridiculous. Look at this. You're gonna get a morning sunrise directly from this campsite, and you get your own flat, perfect access. This is kayak ready if you wanna come here. And look at this. This is your domain. Look at your view of Big Lake. Private shoreline, kayak access, rafting access, swimming access. Highly recommend Spot 12 here at Big Lake Campground, Central Oregon. One of the most premium solo sites in the entire campground. And look at how absolutely gorgeous this is. Oh, this is incredible. I'm sitting at shoreline of Big Lake. Today is October 20, 2023. The winter deluge will be upon us in the next week. It is in the forecast. Thought I'd come by one more time to finish off 2023 with one more look at our friend Big Lake. I'm loving the pin drop silence and stillness of this lake. This, my friend, is absolutely beautiful. Serenity and tranquility, anyone.